There are two important facts about life you might not know. One, no mineral is more crucial to longevity than magnesium. Two, the most effective form of magnesium is stabilized magnesium ions. That's where REMAG comes in by Dr. Carolyn Dean. Experience the benefits of stabilized ionic magnesium and support your health today. Visit RNAreset.com and use offer code MIRACLE10 for 10% off your first order. Visit RNAreset.com and use offer code MIRACLE10 for 10% off your first order.
You're commuting home with Katz and Cosby. Now, here's John Catsimatidis and Rita Cosby on 77 WABC.
Let's bring in KT McFarland. First off, KT, Merry Christmas. We love you. We're so happy to have you with us.
Well, Merry Christmas to you. And I've been up since about 5 o'clock this morning when all of my grandchildren decided Santa had already been there and they needed to get up and see what he left.
Oh, no. Well, you are a great grandmother then, obviously, because you got up with them too, KT. How beautiful. KT, boy, it's been a mess of what's going on overseas. Today there were all these strikes. Ukraine is saying they're getting hammered over there by Russia, and a lot of people, sadly, in Ukraine, they hit some of the power grid, are without power and freezing. It's cold here. I can't imagine what it's like in Ukraine right now.
You know, the problem was always going to be the end of the Biden administration, and how would the Biden administration try to sabotage? And let's be honest about it. They're trying to sabotage the ability of Donald Trump to do what he said he was going to do: have a peace agreement with Ukraine, stop the attacks against Israel. So they're doing everything they can to really throw sand in those gears. But at the same time, the adversaries look at this and they say, look, new sheriff is coming in town in 3 weeks. We really got to do what we got to do. And so they're all working very quickly to kind of improve their positions, especially with Ukraine and Russia, improve their positions because they know Trump will force them to a negotiating table.
You know, John, you were just talking earlier about this. It's out there. It's sort, we haven't seen it confirmed. A lot of people are talking about it. This kickback list. Have you seen this? This is like Ukraine has put out their like public official kickback list of Americans, and Joe Biden's on the list along with some others. KT, have you seen this?
I have seen it. I've not seen it confirmed.
Yeah, me too. Us too. That's why we're the same way.
I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but it has long been assumed that one of the reasons that Biden and his team and a lot of members of Congress have been so pro-Ukraine and give Ukraine all the money it could possibly use, with no accountability, by the way. You know, the phrase is as long as it takes, as much as it takes, and yet no accountability for where the money's going. And it was always assumed that Ukraine, always one of the most corrupt countries in the world, even more corrupt than Russia, was somehow funneling that money back to the people who were supporting it, either President Biden or members of Congress. And it's a bipartisan list. The list I saw had Republicans as well as Democrats, but all the people on that list are from the Forever War Party. Whether they're Republicans or Democrats, they're the people who just want to, again, with Ukraine, as much as it takes, as long as it takes. And I would point out that within months of us leaving Afghanistan and hundreds of billions of dollars of equipment we just left, and when that money trail stopped, it was not a coincidence that the American defense industry was so eager to have American dollars go towards a war in Ukraine.
So KT, Ed Cox here. So they get all the money that they can use, but
they're getting paid a commission. What the heck?
Yeah, it's what it is.
It's a business, right? Come on.
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah. But they're not getting all the weapons that they really need over this period of time.
They're just getting rid of old stuff.
They're getting all stuff, but they're also getting it slow walk. So the Biden administration says, well, we got to help Ukraine. We got to help Ukraine. But then they think, well, but we really don't want to get Russia mad. So maybe we'll just promise the stuff to Ukraine, and then we'll dribble it out and tell Ukraine, as they told Israel, here's the stuff, but don't use it. And don't use it in this way, don't use it in that way. The Ukraine is still kind of abiding by the Biden administration. Israel said, thank you very much. We're going to use it however we need to.
Thank God they went ahead. Look what they've done to Iran.
Yeah, and by the way, they said they're going to go after the Houthis next. Can you believe this? Here we are. It's like the Houthis, this ragtag group of rebels, they're now they're continuing to fire on American ships. Biden does nothing, it seems. And then in Israel finally said, we're going to go after the Houthi leader. Yeah, your thoughts, KT, long overdue. They took out Hezbollah. They took out the leaders of Hamas. time to take out the Houthis.
Yeah, take out the Hootie Tootie Fruities. I mean, take them all out. And they've done a great
and
job.
I love that, the Hootie Tootie Fruities.
They are.
And then Iran is now defenseless. And when Trump comes in, he's going to bankrupt Iran the same way he did the first time. He's going
Exactly.
His energy policies will push energy prices down. He's going to sanction the dickens out of Iran, and he'll enforce those sanctions. So Iran will be broke, have nobody to defend it, and Iran will be naked. At that point, the scary thing is what happens with Iran's nuclear. Does Iran try to rush to the bomb? Does Israel decide this is its one and only moment of opportunity to eliminate Iran's nuclear program? So as much as thank goodness Israel did what it has, we're not out of the woods yet there.
Yeah, we are definitely not out of the woods. Well, KT, we love you. And obviously, I'm glad you had a great Christmas with your grandkids at 5 a.m. And we hope to see you soon and have a beautiful, happy New Year if we don't talk to you before then, too.
Same to you and all of yours.
Eden Memorial Chapels understands Jewish funerals can take many forms. Some are Orthodox, while others are more conservative or of a Reformed nature. There's no one better. With services close to all New York and New Jersey cemeteries, Eden Memorial Chapels offer fair and balanced pricing and can provide easy transfer of you and your loved ones to Israel. While you're grieving, they're here to take care of all the details so that you deal with less bureaucracy and have more peace of mind. Go to EdenMemorial.com. That's EdenMemorial.com.
Roger Stone here with an urgent warning. While we celebrate Trump's historic win, inflation continues to drain your IRA and 401k. And China is now targeting your money with a kill shot on the U.S. dollar. That's why thousands of Americans are shielding their savings with gold and contacting the experts at Colonial Metals Group. Gold has protected American wealth through every financial war. For a free 2024 gold guide that explains everything, go to freegoldguide.com/stone or call 800-747-6589. So go to freegoldguide.com/stone or call 800-747-6589. That's 800-747-6589 for a free 2024 gold guide to learn how you can protect your life's work, and if you qualify for a free home safe and up to $7,500 in free silver right now. That's freegoldguide.com/stone.